Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Dribbble 2017. Uh, we are again in this time of month, August, all collected. I think this is third dribble, if I'm right. It's your third dribble, and it's my first one because I had to I had to sacrifice dribble because of my board exams, and now I'm finally free. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to welcome you all once again to Dribbble Meetup 2017. As I know, this is a meetup of artists and creative people and designers, especially those people who crave for art. And for me, art is the beauty of living. So let's begin with our program today. So let's begin with our first speaker without any delay. And she is Nirvana Lama, the UI and UX designer of HoneyGuide app. So let's welcome her with a huge round of applause, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay, so it all started when when I was out of my college, I graduated. And I was very happy. No more assignments, no more projects. I could get a long vacation and just do nothing, just sleep or just meet friends. But then I was happy, and people who saw me that I was happy, they weren't so happy apparently. They started to question me, what are you going to do next? Don't you have to start looking for colleges? Don't you have to start looking for jobs? That was the time when post-graduation anxiety hit me. It hit me like anything. So yeah, still clueless. I did not know what to do in life. But then, I came up with two options. So being a BBA student, being a management student, it was, it's so obvious that you will think of doing MBA. So that was me. And in the other hand, the option was to follow my dreams. And I was very, very passionate about arts and crafts. I used to do doodles, I used to make illustrations, I used to make cards for my friends on their birthdays, and it actually saved me a lot of money. And the cards that I made, it always came from here, from my heart. So it was so special for me and for them. So, after a few months, I was still clueless of what to do. Then I got to know about this design hack organized by Girls in Technology. So yeah, it would have been great to tell you all that I won it, but I did not. This is my story, and I am the hero, so the hero is not always happy, right? So I did not win, but it was a great experience for me. To get to know that other designers and work with them was very new and very, it was an amazing experience. And after that, that was the time when I said to myself, I thought to myself and I said that, yes, I want to do this. I want to design for the rest of my life. But then, just deciding to do something does not help, right? You need to do something for it. So I created illustrations and I uploaded my work on Behance. And it would have been great to also upload my work on Dribbble, but it did not happen. I think you know why. It actually helped because I got this great opportunity to work at HoneyGuide Apps as a UI UX intern. HoneyGuide is basically a travel tech startup, and what we do is we make applications for travelers and trekkers. Yeah, that's what we do. Very cool people. We love traveling and we love the mountains. And I got into the office. I got to know the people, and they were really, really nice, very adventurous people who love traveling, who love nature. And there I was. So the thing that kind of bothered me was when I got to know that I would be the only designer there. as they were just forming the technical team, there was basically no other designer. So everything and anything related to design would be on me. Scary, isn't it? It was very, very scary for me. But fortunately, I had this amazing person, Anjan Dai. Anjan Shrestha, he's there smiling at me. My mentor, a friend, a brother. So, you know, he was there for me in the crucial moment of my life. You know how it's easy when you have a hiking pole with you when you go for a hike? So yeah, Anjan Dai was that hiking pole for me in my journey, along the journey. And I find myself very, very lucky to have him at that point of my life. So yeah, after a few days that I got to know about the company, the people, finally, you know, I was very excited to design, and I got to know about my first project. So we were making this bird identification application, basically to make bird identification easier for the birders. So here I will, when I say birding, I mean bird watching, and when I say birders, I mean bird watchers. So yeah, very, very excited. I wanted to design right away, right there. But then something happened. Surprise number one happened. You know, I was actually told to go for field visits. I mean, are you serious? Are you guys making me do this? Do I really have to do this? This is me being a designer, and on the other hand, this is going to field visits. How does the two even have anything in common? That was my thought. But then, of course, it was a new place. You know, I could not let them know that I was less confident. I could not let them know that I was having this, you know, I couldn't do it. But then I calmed myself, took few deep breaths, and then I said to myself, all this life you have been talking to people. All this life you've been talking to people, and it will not be different. You just have to say hi and smile. You do that all the time. It won't be hard for you. Be confident and you will do it. So yeah, I went there. You know, I woke up as early as I could, 5 in the morning, and I went there. You know, I love meeting new people. I love talking to them. That's who I am. To be honest, I am an introvert. And, you know, talking to people, going out of my comfort zone is very, very difficult for me. Talking to people is not my cup of tea. In fact, I don't even like tea. I don't even drink tea. So yeah, there I was in the field visits. You know, the birders were very, very passionate about the birds. And they used to run after the birds like, I don't know what they've seen. And, you know, so they used to run after the birds, but silently. They did not want the birds to run away, right? So, yeah, it was a great experience. And, yeah, it was a great experience. After that, you know, after bird watching for like 2 to 3 months, I was there in my office chilling, you know, that, you know, finally I would get to design. I was staring at my screen and I was, you know, saying to myself that, yes, I will design now. The design that I thought I wanted to design. But then again, my life is full of surprises, as you all know. You guys will not believe what I was asked to do. I was told to take interviews of the birders. Guys, why do you hate me? What have I done to you? Why are you making me talk to people? But then again, new office, new people. I wanted to look confident and all. So yeah, I again accepted the challenge. I was given this list of people who I had to interview. So I called this first person, and I said that, we had to take interviews. So yeah, I called him, we met. I introduced myself. I said that why we were doing that, to know their problems. I spoke, but then I stopped making sense of what I was speaking. I was basically just filling the silence, filling the gap that was there. The first interview of my life, and I ruined it. But I went back home, I thought to myself, I laughed and I said that, yeah, it was not the best interview of my life, but I will do better. I will get better at this. And then, so the next interview was there, and the other, like that. I had almost approached the end of all the interviews. As I was feeling that I was conquering this fear, of talking to people, I am not good at communications, I am not so social, but still I was doing it. But then, something inside me wasn't happy. I wasn't happy. When I said I want to design, I did not mean this. I did not mean talking to people, right? I had this existential crisis of what I was doing. I started to question my decision at the first place of, even deciding to do this, to be a designer. After that, I gathered all my courage and, I decided to talk to Ashish Dai. Ashish Shrestha, he's the co-founder of HoneyGuide apps. So I went there and I said, Dai, I'm not happy. This isn't what I meant when I said I want to design. This is not even the D of designing. Why are you making me do this? Does it even make any sense? After a while, he spoke. Nirvana, who are you designing the products for? For the users, right? So don't you think it makes sense talking to them, getting to know them, before you actually design anything for them? Because we have this great idea, we have this great assumption that birders are having difficulty identifying birds, but we do not know. You're talking to people and you're validating our idea. That's what you're doing. In my head, it kind of made sense, but I was unhappy. I was clearly upset. Why would I even agree to what he just said? So I again decided to remain silent. And then he said, Nirvana, you've come a long way. I know I don't see this often. I don't know how to sugarcoat my words, but you have actually come a long way. I know you were not comfortable talking to people, you were not comfortable taking interviews, but you still did it. And you're doing a great job. And don't see how far you've come. Just look at how far you can go, and I can see you there. I can see you going very far. I can see you going places. That's what he said to me. Slowly, every anger, every frustration, it started to fade away. I was not unhappy anymore. I felt very, very light. There's this person who I know for just about 5 to 6 months, and he believes in me more than I have ever believed in myself. I have never believed in myself so much. but he did. You design for the users, not for yourself. There is no I in user. There is no designer, there is no developer, there is no client. There is just the user. And UX isn't about designing a screen or two. It's about how you represent the users in the whole process. After that, I actually got to design the design that I thought I would be designing. But then, it was not the end. You know how we as a designer, we tend to fall in love with our designs? That should never happen. The process of iteration is always there. It's always there. And slowly I got to realize that, the definition of user in user experience, user interface, user interviews, user personas, and every other term which has users in it. It is not about me. It is not about a designer. So, get out of your comfort zone, get out of the building and talk to people. Because nothing matters more than the people who use your product at the end. Thank you.